Normally, I'm a very strong and high energy level person, but on Thursday, January the 14th, I started feeling myself getting ill. On Friday, I normally use that as my house cleaning day, but I felt myself after every 10 minutes having to stop and take a break and rest. By Saturday, I felt like all the life had been sucked out of me. I literally had to pull myself from the bed. I got enough strength to call a friend of mine, and I was telling her how I was feeling. She encouraged me to call urgent care. I called urgent care and went over, and the nurse told me that they were going to do 2 shots on me. I was going to be tested for the flu and COVID-19. She told me that she would give me immediate results for the flu, but the COVID results would come in 24 hours. So I tested negative for the flu, and 2 hours later, I received a call, and that nurse gave me that dreadful news. I had tested positive for COVID-19. And because of trying to be a strong individual still, and the fact that my kids and grandkids lived out of town, along with most of my other relatives, I didn't tell anybody. So for the next 5 days, I suffered in silence. I was severely fatigued. I lost my appetite. I had chills, and my breathing was even compromised. I actually thought I was giving up my will to live. A couple of days later, I received a call from another friend, a text, and she said in the text that a young lady that both of us knew was suffering from COVID. And at that point, I texted her back and said, "I am so sick." She ended up calling me, and I guess she could tell in my voice how weak I was. And she encouraged me to get up, walk around, try to eat. And she said, "You can't lay here and die. You got too much to live for." But the main thing she told me was, you need to contact your doctor and ask them for infusion therapy. So I did that. And a few days later, I was headed to the hospital to have the infusion therapy treatment. So a couple of days after that, I actually started to feel my body getting a little better. It was trying to heal. And at that point, I decided I had to try to come back. My journey with COVID lasted about 3 weeks. And as I said before, I was severely sick. And even though it's almost been a year since I had it, I'm still having those lingering effects. I still have fatigue, and I actually feel like I have arthritis now. When I contracted COVID, the vaccinations were not available. And I had to wait 90 days before I got the first one because of the infusion therapy. But as of today, I've had both shots. And on November 24th, I will be taking the booster. I encourage all of my family and friends to have the shot, and most did. Now I'm encouraging you all, men, women, boys, and girls, if you haven't had the vaccine, you need to run, not walk, to get the shot. The life you save may be that of a loved one.
I've got my shot. Have you?
I've had the vaccine. Have you? Please, I want to encourage everyone to get the vaccine. And I've had my booster.
After seeing my son struggle, I decided I would get my vaccine, and so did he. Please, please get your vaccine.
I got my shot. What about you?
Hi, I have had all 3 of my vaccines, the booster also. Please go get your shot and protect other people that you come in contact with. and don't spread the virus. Get your shot, please.
I am 10 and I would like to encourage everybody to get the vaccine. I have also gotten the vaccine.
I got my shots, and I've got the booster. Won't you get yours?
I got my vaccine and booster. You also need to get yours.